Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming with the newest palette from Terra Cosmetics. So if you guys want to see a look, see some swatches, hear my first impression thoughts, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I post about 3 to 4 beauty videos every week. So I highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so I'm so excited. I picked up the Cosmic Wanderer palette from Terra Cosmetics. This, as far as I know, is the second palette they've done. I do have their El Barrio palette. I think they released that like 2 years ago, perhaps, and I'll show it to you guys at the end. But this is the new palette, and I do have some close-ups, so I will go ahead and show you guys the close-ups while I talk about the palette. So there are some very, very beautiful shades in this palette. First light is a beautiful iridescent blue shade. Then we have 3 gorgeous mattes. We've got Alara, Vega, Chromosphere, and then Planet X and Altair are 2 beautiful like purpley pink shimmer shades. Then we have a pink matte. We've got a green metallic called Aurora. Then we have a beautiful navy blue, another blue shimmer shade, a lighter purple called Electra, and then Gravity is a matte shadow with like sparkles in it. So it's not quite a metallic and it's not a matte. So this palette does contain 12 beautiful shadows, and we have 6 mattes and 6 metallics. So very, very interesting color story. Definitely more jewel tone, definitely more on the darker side, but I do love that they included that first shade because it's gonna help kind of brighten things up. So I'm ready to go ahead and put this palette on my eyes. Okay, I'm not even gonna apologize. I'm gonna do like a green blue kind of look. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Vega. I will say that when I was swatching this palette, I noticed that the shadows are very powdery, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna need to remember to dust off my brush quite a bit because I really don't want to have like a ton of fallout today. We are actually going to a concert. I'm very, very excited. We have our babysitter coming and we're gonna go to a concert. Our friend is planning, and tomorrow our friends are actually having their baby shower. So it's gonna be a pretty busy weekend. Rel's actually out with our daughter right now. They went to the toy store and the playground so that she could get some of her energy out. But yeah, so I figured I was cleaning the house and I'm just waiting for my floor to dry. So I figured let me play with this palette. I actually got this a couple of days ago. Just haven't had time to sit down and film, so I'm doing it now. Next, I'm going to use this shade called Chromosphere, and I'm using a BK Beauty brush. This is the brush 205. I really like it. It's like a blending slash packing brush, but it has an angle to it, which is really nice for the shape of my eye because it has an angle to it, so I can like kind of taper the shape of the blend, which is cool. And did you see their new extension for their brush line? Oh my gosh, I want that new brush so bad. The smaller version of the 109, or their 101 brush. It's called the 109 now. Or not that it's called the 109. They just made a smaller version called the 109. But I don't need to buy makeup brushes. It's so hard to be good. It's so hard to be good. I'm pretty much trying to only buy eyeshadow palettes and nothing else because I don't really need anything else. And I told you guys I want to save up for a trip next year and the holidays, you know. I want to have some extra money to spend with, I'm sure, all the launches that haven't even been announced yet. I did get a new holiday palette in the mail today, and it's so cute. I can't wait to play with it. I also ended up ordering the Lunar Beauty Advent Calendar palette, so I'm excited for that. And then I ordered the Glamlite Scooby-Doo eyeshadow palettes, and then since I was placing a Glamlite order, I also grabbed the Barbie palette because I was like, why not? I do have an affiliate code with Glamlite, so I use my code and save some money. But that Scooby-Doo collection definitely caught my eye, and I'm glad they did like smaller palettes, just because I think it was time for them to just like do something a little different, so I'm happy. Okay, so I'm going to use the shade Triangulum, I think is how you say it. It's like a really pretty navy color, so I'm just going to use that to deepen up the outer corner and the crease. The hard part's going to be to figure out what kind of lid shade I want to use. But I'm basically kind of like packing this color on. I've been watching the Daryl Brooks trial. You guys have to let me know if you're following it too, but oh my gosh. I just don't know how such evil people exist in this world. It's so sad. Just seeing the victims testify has been so sad. It's just incredibly heartbreaking. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I don't really want to like get into the details in case it's like triggering for people, but we can talk about it in the comments if you want to leave me a comment. If you are following along, I'd be happy to chat in the comments. But yeah, I'm so grateful for the lawyers that take the time to create YouTube videos, because they really help people like me understand the legal system so much better. And obviously I don't think any lawyers really need to be YouTube streamers. I feel like lawyers probably make good money, but the fact that they care about this stuff and they want people to understand the system, I think is pretty cool. Okay, I'm loving how this is looking. It's very deep and blue and green, which is perfect for me. So for lid shades, we have so many options. We have so many options. Since I'm going to a concert, you know, I feel like I can go crazy. But there's a beautiful shade called Planet X here, and it's a purple. So I'm thinking that kind of all the way to almost the inner corner, and then First Light in the inner corner. So I'm just gonna pick up Planet X with my brush here, and let's give it a little spray. And I'm just gonna start packing that on. So pretty. It's like a blue purple duochrome shadow, so I figured it would look really pretty on the lid with the colors I used on the crease. This is definitely like a very dramatic color story in my opinion. So yeah, if you're not into jewel tones, I don't know that you would really want this palette. But honestly, I was really excited because, like I said, I haven't picked anything up from Terra in a hot second, because I'm trying really hard not to buy single shadows, just because like I don't go back to my singles enough. So when they came out with a palette, I bought it because I want to let them know, if you do more palettes, I'm interested. Like, I will support the brand, you know? I'll pick some stuff up, but that is so pretty and sparkly. Now I'm going to grab First Light with the same brush. This is a really pretty, like, iridescent blue shadow. Give it a little spray. And just going to pack that on the front. And I'm going to bring it in to the middle of the lid. This is so bright and beautiful, so sparkly. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Okay, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so let's do the lower lash line real quick. Okay, I'm gonna use one of these Kaleidos liners. I don't know what shade it is, but I really like these. I hope they do just like a black and a blue and a brown too, because this formula is so good. So let's grab a pencil brush. This one from Sigma. This is the, I think this is the E30. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Vega. And I'm just gonna put that in the inner corner and just kind of pack that on and blend it all the way in. Okay, next I'm gonna go into the green shade called Chromosphere, and I'm just gonna bring that kind of to the center here on the lower lash line, and then we gotta use a little bit of the navy blue and create some depth. Okay, so next I'm gonna take a little bit of First Light on the pencil brush, give it a little spray, and we're just gonna tuck that into the inner corner for a bit of pop. Okay, you guys, so the look is done. I'm gonna throw on some mascara, do something with this hair, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. Let me tell you really quick what else is on my face today. So my lip combo I'm really excited about. This is the Morphe lip pencil in the shade Sweet Tea, and then I just use the Patrick Ta gloss. This is the Major Volume Plumping Gloss in the shade Superficial. This is so pretty. I put this in my Sephora recommendations video. That should be coming up sometime this week before the Sephora sale starts, so definitely make sure you're watching out for that video. But yeah, I really like this lip combo. And then I'm wearing a bunch of my Sephora favorites. So I have on my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, Huda Beauty Concealer. I have on the Charlotte Tilbury Bronzer. I have on the Gucci Blush. And then highlighter is something that I had laying around. I didn't use anything in particular for that. But either which way, those are some of the products that I used to create the rest of my look, and I will link all of those down below for you guys in case you're interested in checking them out. So yeah, what do you guys think? I really like this look. I'm gonna switch shirts before we go out, but yeah, I think this is gonna look really good with like a blue shirt that I have planned for this evening. But let's go ahead and talk about this palette really quick. So I will say that overall this is a gorgeous palette. The mattes are a little bit intimidating because they're very powdery in the pan. I didn't feel like I had a huge problem though with it on my face. I was worried about fallout and things like that, and I feel like it actually did okay, so I'm not mad about that. I think that it has a spectacular range of metallics. I'm so excited to have this in my collection. I like that all the pans are removable, so you can like move things around if you want to, or add other shades from your Terra Moon collection. So yeah, overall, I think this palette, I paid $50 something for this, and I feel like it was worth the money I spent on it. There are 1.5 grams or 0.52 ounces in each pan. And this palette was made in the USA, so really cool. You guys know how much I love Terra Moon. They have some of the most beautiful multi-chrome shadows. And then I did grab the El Barrio just to kind of show it to you. So, you know, there's definitely like some blue vibes in this one and this one as well, but they're definitely not similar. So if you wanted to grab the new palette, even if you had this old one, I will say this one has more like multi-dimensional metallics, whereas this one has like, you know, a yellow gold metallic, a olive green metallic. There's no like flips to them. But yeah, that's their old palette, or I think it's their first ever palette. And yeah, this one is definitely a little bit more of that green purpley blue theme that, I mean, you guys know I love green eyeshadows, and I definitely like this palette. So yeah, overall, it's nice. I really like the shape. I like everything about it. So I will keep you guys posted in my ranking video how I feel about this palette after using it some more. I think that's everything though. Let me know, did you guys pick this one up? Were you eyeing it, or are you passing on it? You guys know I love chatting to you in the comments, and I will see you in a new Makeup Releases Monday video tomorrow. Bye guys!